We're the Whiskey Sippers, and this is an ultimate budget blind.
After this.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We got Patrick here again for this video. While Devin's out, he's going to be filling in quite a bit for us.
Yep. Honorary sipper.
Yep. So Devin and I, on one of our very first lives, did a budget blind.
Yep.
And in that, early times, Bottled and Bond came out as our winner. It had beat out Old Forester 100, Wild Turkey 101, the Jim Beam Black 7-year.
Yep.
And, oh no, I think there's one more and I can't remember what it was.
Well, it doesn't matter. It didn't win.
Yeah, it didn't win.
It didn't win.
So we have a defending champ here. And what I did is I've grabbed some other bottles that didn't make it into that last blind. And we're going to say, okay, can they dethrone the champ?
Yeah.
Right. So we have the last year's release, the Jim Beam Winter Reserve,
Yep.
which is 86 proof.
Yep. 86 proof.
86 proof. But we like that. Jeff and I both thought it was pretty good. So
it's pretty good. I've had a taste of it once or twice. It's pretty good.
yeah. So we're going to make that a contender. We got a JW Damp Bottled and Bond classic Heaven Hill product, and we have the Benchmark Bonded. So these are all bottles under $30,
yep.
Which is kind of what we do when we do this budget blind. We're saying, hey, the bottle should be less than 30 bucks. So, we're going to take these, we're going to blind them, and we're going to see if we need to get a belt made to wrap around the early times or not. So.
That's true. Or just get one for just budget bourbons.
Yeah.
Say this bottle gets it for this duration.
So my wife has poured these blind, so we don't know which one's which. We have a card.
B,
We have not looked at it.
D. That's
Yep,
all we know.
A, B, C, D. That's all we know.
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and go through these.
Good little SJ, a little swirl job. Get some vanilla on this one.
Yeah, that's got a pretty nice nose. A little sweet vanilla.
Very sweet.
A little bit of caramel. No
maybe
real
some,
ethanol.
Maybe some butterscotch. Like very subtle.
Mm.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
sweet.
so that's got a nice nose. A has a nice nose.
Yeah.
Go to B.
Yep. See, this one's very faint to me.
Very faint. This one's a little darker to me. I get more like a oak in that. Oak and a little bit of. I get the ethanol on it. I'm getting the ethanol.
I get like ethanol. Like I'm really like fighting for my smells here. Like a little dusty.
It's definitely not as nice as A on the nose.
Yeah, A is so far the favorite. It's also only one in.
Yeah. Yeah, this one mainly is ethanol. I get a little bit of oakiness.
Yeah.
But not much else.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to C.
Hey, a Michter's glass.
Oh, that's got a nice nose. That's caramel.
Yeah, this one.
And vanilla and brown sugar.
Yep.
This has got
little toffee.
This is the best nose so far. A was nice and kind of sweet and vanilla, but this one's got is more robust.
Yeah, I agree.
And D.
Oh, nice Glen. A new one?
Yeah, the Hall of Fame Glen.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that one's a little off-putting.
The King of Floor Whiskey agrees.
I don't know, maybe a little. It kind of reminds me of like a sawdust.
Yeah, I was gonna say I said dusty for the second one.
Yeah, that's like sawdust.
This is like almost that like when you open a book, like an older book, you have like that weird dusty like smell like from an old library. In addition to like a wood shop.
Yeah.
Interesting, as Devin would say.
Interesting.
Yeah, or I'll say interessante, Italian for that.
All right.
Ready to get into it?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Glass A.
Yep. Well, cheers. It's pretty buttery.
Got more spice on the palate than the nose.
It's
but
more
it
on
is
the back end.
It is. I know what you mean by buttery. The texture. It's got a buttery texture.
Yeah.
A little bit of spice in the mid
I
palate.
mean, you can see the legs.
It's not bad.
No.
Go in for second sip. Yeah, I get a little bit of butterscotch in there on the finish. A little bit of that like kind of butterscotch, a little bit of sweetness, some spice in the middle.
Definitely on the back end of the middle part.
Yeah.
For that spice where it kind of kicks in.
Yeah.
It's a very nice like almost peppery baking spice type of
But it doesn't have a bite. It doesn't have a bitterness or anything. It doesn't have any astringency.
Yeah, it complements.
Which is nice when you get a bottle under $30.
Yeah.
That's not astringent.
Yeah, it doesn't feel harsh.
Yeah, so A is pretty good there.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
All right. Go in for B.
Going in. What's your first thoughts?
After A, that one's more astringent.
Yep.
There's definitely some astringency on the finish that screams youth to me.
Youth and cheap.
Yeah. So that one, after having that sip of A, following it up with B, no, B didn't really live up to that.
I agree.
I will go in for a second sip.
I can say this one is in second place for now. I don't know. Something about it just seems a little off-putting.
I get some of vanilla on the front,
Mm-hmm.
but the astringency on the finish kind of overpowers everything else.
Yeah, that's a little, tastes very like ethanol-y.
Yeah, it's youthy. All right, C. C's got a great nose.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
I think that's my favorite.
That's got the best finish so far, for sure.
Just mellow, consistent all the way through.
Best mouthfeel.
Yep.
There's some oak and brown sugar.
Yep.
But it's mixed in with like a baking spice.
It's not just like a baking spice, but it's also like, I get kind of like a little bit of like a cookie taste. Mm-hmm. Not so much like the baking spice, but like a sweetness.
I get like, it's like to me, it's like a kind of like a nutmeg.
Yeah, that's a good way to phrase it too. But I still get kind of like a little bit of like a sugary taste to it.
I'm going for a second sip. Just the finish in the mouthfeel blow the other two away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a nice finish. My whole mouth is coated. It's kind of viscous compared to the others. All right, let's go in for D. It's a lot better on the palate than the nose.
I was just about to say, the nose does not do this thing justice.
There's a little bit of cinnamon in there.
A little bit.
But it's very thin.
Very subtle. Very subtle.
It's very just overall, it's a thin pour. I mean, it doesn't have much of a mouthfeel, but the nose was off-putting, but the palate isn't bad. Yeah. I mean, another sip. Yeah, there's some vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon.
Yep.
That's actually pretty nice on the palate. It's just thin.
It opens up the more, like the second sip definitely opened up.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go back through these and we'll be back and kind of give you our rankings.
Yep.
All right, we're back. We've been back through and made our decisions, and now we're going to reveal our first through fourth place finishers.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and start with Patrick when you count to three, and we'll push out, this is our last place.
Last place. Okay.
Place. All right.
Last place.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Yo, same one.
B.
There
Yeah.
you go, B. Yeah.
So that one to me was very astringent. It just tasted youthy.
Yeah.
Was not pleasant. This is not something I would drink neat at all.
Same. Definitely me and mixture. Hopefully it has some proof. I don't know. I think they're all except for the Jim Beam one is
it's 100 proof. These
Yeah.
3 bottled in bond,
Yeah.
and then 86.
So hopefully this is a 100 proofer, because then at least can kind of enhance the drink and get a little more proof to it. But yeah, not my cup of tea.
Yep. All right, so
Third place.
Third place. We count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. There you
Same
go.
here. So this one actually opened up, and as I went back through, it got better. But it still came in third place for me because it was a little bit thin.
For me, it came in third place because the one that I think was second, it's like splitting hairs.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the next pour is just ever so slightly more consistent with a smoothness and better mouthfeel. But this one was still a really good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was happy with 3.
Yeah.
3 up. I can drink neat. If I put it in
Same.
a cocktail, it'd be fine.
Yep.
This is 3 is something I wouldn't turn my nose up at.
Yeah.
Somebody poured it for me. I'm not having a problem drinking
I
it.
feel bad that I have to label it third.
Yeah.
This lineup for what it is, I think it's
for
still
less than $30 bucks.
Yeah, it's
that's
great.
a nice pour.
Yeah. So it just goes to show you how much of splitting hairs we're going to do for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Can't wait to find out what it is.
All right. So second place.
Second
Count to
place?
3. 1, 2, 3. A. Same here.
Yep. A.
So A and D to me were really neck and neck.
We both had some struggles
Yeah,
with this. When we were going
I
through
went back
with
and
it.
forth, tried to figure out the second place. I eventually went with A because it had a better mouthfeel. D was just a little thinner. That's really the only difference. They both had a nice palate.
My question could be, has this bottle been opened up a little bit more? Has it been like able to breathe a little bit?
So
Maybe-
all of these except the JW Dant have been open for several months. The
Okay.
Dant's only been open for a couple of days.
Gotcha. I liked it a lot.
And that means our winner for both of us was C.
Letter C.
And C was just
Best nose.
tasted like an older whiskey.
Yeah.
It had a good mouthfeel. It had a nicer finish. It had more robust flavors.
Yep. Everything.
I wouldn't have thought this belonged with the other 3, honestly.
I agree.
So we're going to go ahead and reveal what we have here. The order. A, Winter Reserve.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
All
So
right.
we were wrong off the bat there.
Yeah.
So our second place finisher was Winter Reserve.
Yeah.
I guess I should have started at the end, right?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We'll just go down the line.
Okay. B, Benchmark.
Benchmark. Okay.
So Benchmark was our last place
Wow.
finisher.
Never mind. Wow. That's
Wow.
embarrassing.
We were completely wrong.
Very wrong. And that's what happens. We're sippers. We're not professionals.
Yeah. So C's our winner. We'll save that one for last. D, JW Dant
Wow.
came in third.
Wow.
And that
Interesting.
means Early Times is still the champ.
Yep. So,
So
I guess
we
that's
go-
the order. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
First.
Winter Reserve, Benchmark.
No.
Early Times.
No.
Oh, I'm saying yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. From
Let me do it. So the winner was Early Times. Second place was the Winter Reserve.
Yep.
JW Dant came in third, and Benchmark
Wow.
came in last.
I'm about to eat my own words.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
completely surprised.
Embarrassment's what we do here. So
Yeah, absolutely.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's what happens when you do stuff blind. Right?
Yeah,
It's all
exactly.
any preconceived notions.
Exactly.
But Early Times is still the champ.
We gotta get a belt.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
gotta
it comes
get a belt.
down
We
to.
got to get something to put on it. We'll have to come up with some more budget bottles to throw against it. If you have any suggestions out there what to throw against Early Times, see if we can knock it out.
Yeah, let us
Then,
know. Or if we happen to do a meetup or something like that, feel free to give it to us in
Yeah.
person, and obviously we'll give you a little bit of a shout out.
All right, so there you go. That was our exploring the budget blind, and Early Times is still champion, and the Winter Reserve with a surprise second place finish.
Yeah, it's a newer release too, so
Yeah,
very good stuff from
very
Jim
good.
Beam. Yeah.
All right, so thank you guys for joining us, and remember, until next time, the best bourbon or whiskey,
Is the one you like the most.
and we'll see you.